Hey fellow explorers, today I am in the California seaside town of San Clemente, and in this video I'm going to show you around the heart of this coastal town, the pier, the beach, and downtown just up the hill. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see what I can see. I am starting this walk at the end of the San Clemente Pier. This pier stretches for about 1,300 feet out into the Pacific Ocean. You can fish on this pier. There's a little snack shop at the end of the pier where you can get snacks to eat and eat at these little picnic tables down here. This is also the home of San Clemente's biggest annual event, the July 4th fireworks for Independence Day in the USA, where they shoot fireworks off the end of this pier. I am shooting this video in July of 2025, and so this is a wonderfully warm and sunny summer day. San Clemente is the southernmost beach city in Orange County. There is San Juan Capistrano and the cities of Dana Point just to the north, and then if we look to the south, which is this direction, it is Camp Pendleton, Marine Corps Base Camp Pendleton, and then San Diego, that's so far that you can't see it. Just off to the south is also one of the most famous surf spots in California, Trestles Beach, which is often home to many surfing competitions. San Clemente, really great place to visit the beach because there's 4 to 5 miles of sandy beach along the whole shoreline of the city, and it's definitely a bit off the beaten touristy path in Southern California. Everybody's heard of Santa Monica, everybody's heard of Huntington Beach, but not everybody's heard of San Clemente. Sometimes the locals here, we call it Sleepy San Clemente because, well, San Clemente feels a little bit like a old school Spanish beach town, a little bit stuck in time, although it's not stuck. They're just giving it that historic vibe, as you can see by these buildings up here with all of their red tiles. Actually, kind of one of the mottos or nicknames for San Clemente is it's a Spanish village by the sea. Now, speaking of surfing, popular place to surf here in San Clemente, right around the pier. And if we look off the pier this way, you can see there's a number of surfers down here. We'll get a little bit closer to them, but definitely the best place to watch the surf is going to be up here from the pier. There's also a bunch of kiddos out there in little red rash guards. They are here for the junior lifeguards, basically a summer camp put on by San Clemente that kids get to learn water activities. The kids that we see out here fishing, this is part of Hooked Youth Fishing Academy, where they can come to learn how to fish in the summer. I don't know, I'm not a very good fisher. I fished when I was in the Boy Scouts, but I can never really claim to have had great success in catching much in the way of fish. All right, so this pier, cool wooden pier, it was originally built in the early 1900s, though, you know, as many piers are on the ocean, storms destroyed it, and so the current structure that you see here today is from the 1980s. This pier is open most of the day, no admission fee to get on the pier, just walk down. It's closed middle of the night from like midnight to 4 a.m. The beach, the sand, it is general sandy beach, not a lot in the way of rock, so suitable for kids, suitable for swimming, jumping in the water. And the waves, they're never too big here. They're usually kind of chest high, knee high, shoulder high waves. In the summer, the waves are smaller than in the winter, and we can see people catching the waves here. They have dedicated surf zones and swim zones in the summer, which is why you see here it's only people out on surfboards, because to the north of the pier today is the surf zone, and then to the south over this way you don't see any surfboards because this is the swim zone today. We've got the main lifeguard tower right up here on the top of the pier as we start to get closer to the village. What's the water temperature today? Well, I'm going to tell you up at the front because they actually have the water temperature, but you can see the water temperatures range between 58 to about 68 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 14 to 20 degrees Celsius. We'll check out today's water temperature in July of 2025, where they actually measured every day and posted on the sign just on the other side of these restaurants with the blue umbrellas that we see. The beaches here are lifeguarded year-round, not the whole 4 to 5 mile stretch of the sand, but around the pier there are lifeguards all year. And on busy days, then they put extra lifeguards down here in these little huts that are on the sand. The two restaurants that are here on the pier, really the same restaurant, just two halves of the same restaurant. On the right here, we've got the sit-down version of it, and on the left, we've got the happy hour version of it, and then a third kind of like quick serve fast food one that we'll see once we get to the edge of the pier. Really popular for weekend breakfast and brunch. Great views because you can just sit outside here right above the sand. I mean, that is a pretty iconic view. I can't vouch for the tastiness of the food, but I certainly can vouch for the amazing views. What do they serve? Well, of course, they're going to serve seafood. This is the brunch that they serve on Sundays. This is the breakfast that they serve every day except Sunday. And for lunch and for dinner, they have a lot of seafood type things. You get the clam feast for $43 a person, or the halibut feast for $63 a person. Their happy hour, Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. for some discounted drinks. No animals allowed and no outside food or beverage if you're eating there. If you don't want to sit down and have service from a server, then you can get the fast food seafood down here, which I have eaten at this one, and the fish and chips is pretty decent from the Fisherman's Gallery. Get this, eat on the sand or eat in the little eating area right over here. Hamburgers, $5, hot dogs, $4.50, nachos, $5, and you get the fish and chips, 2 pieces for $12. Okay, we're gonna go up and check out the business district and the downtown in just a moment, but let's go ahead and check out the sand so we can see the beach. They've got some showers over here that you can rinse off the sand. There are 2 ways to get from here to the business district, either at track level here or underneath the train tracks. Yes, there is a daily train that comes here, not daily, more than daily. The Amtrak trains and the Metrolink trains stop here in San Clemente. Definitely one of the coolest things about visiting here is taking the train, because there aren't that many beaches in California that you can take the train right to it, but you can to this one. In fact, the train runs basically right on the beach for the whole length of San Clemente. So even if you don't stop here, if you're taking the train from Los Angeles to San Diego, then you'll be admiring the beautiful view here in San Clemente. The sand is not a perfectly white sand. It's a little bit of a brownish sand. It's a little bit coarse, but not too coarse. But as you can see, safe for the kiddos. I mean, obviously watch your kiddos if they're going in the water, because no time by the ocean is ever perfectly safe, but no big rocks, no sharp coral here, no volcano rocks like in Hawaii that you have to worry about. I always like to go underneath piers, and you can too. This is the classic pier picture that you can take, taken just right down the bottom of that pier. The coolest spot definitely is gonna be right underneath the pier in the shade. Going down this way, this is the direction to the south that faces San Diego, Camp Pendleton. On a clear day, which it is not today, looking back at the pier, you could actually see Catalina Island off in the distance. Not today, it's too cloudy. In the summer in Southern California, we have this thing called May gray and June gloom. Even though it's July, it hangs around here too. Low clouds by the coast that often stay cloudy until noon, 1 o'clock, before burning off to be sunny. So if you are planning a visit here in May, June, or July, I would plan your beach time in the afternoon once the sun has actually come out. August, September, generally better months for warmer temperatures and warmer water temperatures. So if you want the warmest water and the warmest air, that is always in August and September. So there's a little bike path that runs along the beach. It's a bike path, it's a hiking path. It's the beach trail, as they call it. This is right in front of the train tracks and the train station. This is the train station, this is where the train stops. But here you can see the beach trail. It runs from North Beach to Calafia Beach, 2.3 miles. The pier is right here in the center, though at the part that's right in the middle on the beach, you can't ride your bike during the summertime months from June 15th until Labor Day. When's Labor Day? Changes every year, but it's the unofficial end of summer typically. So that's the big weekend. Okay, so let's go back this way. And oh, there's generally clean restrooms. I mean, for beach restrooms, they've also got changing rooms in there. So if you want to change into your swimsuit or out of your swimsuit, you can. San Clemente, you know, they're in the summer months, they have a daily shuttle bus, trolley, that'll take you around some of the various major attractions in San Clemente. There are 3 different lines. The red line will take you from here, the train station and the pier, to up the downtown street and to the outlet mall. There's actually one right up there. I don't want to go. Do I want to go to the tunnel? Yeah, we'll go to the tunnel. This is the tunnel underneath the train tracks. Why is it here? Well, if there's a train here and it's stopped for a long time, you might not want to wait to get past it, so you might want to go underneath it through the tunnel. Do know, even though I say the train stop here, not every Amtrak or Metrolink stops here, so if you are planning to come and go via the train, make sure you look at those times very carefully so you actually get on the right train to get here and then get on the right train to get home. So continuing that Spanish theme, you can see feels like a very Spanish coastal village right down here. You could feel like you're in a small town in Spain. This is the train station where you can actually get into it from the land side. You can buy tickets for the Metrolink train here, and they give you the schedule. These are the train departures, so these are the ones that go to LA Union Station and San Bernardino. So you've got like just on weekdays, just a few departures to LA, all in the afternoon. And on the weekends, you get some more departures, because that's really when people come here, turns out, is on the weekends. So they prioritize more trains stopping here on the weekends. In this little area, there's some nice picnic tables and grassy area that overlooks the beach. There's a few little hotels that you can stay in right here if you're looking to stay by the beach. There's a cute little car right there. Look at that cute car. A few restaurants here. Are these the world's best restaurants? Probably not, but they're close to the beach. If you want the best eats, then you're gonna find the best eats in the downtown area, which we'll walk through in just a moment. We'll go ahead and, well, we'll walk through in a moment once we get to it, but we're gonna start walking there after we check this out. This one is Villa del Mar. How long have I lived in California to know it's Villa and not Villa? There's a gelato and bakery right here. Interesting that these seats that are underneath here are actually open to the public. Anybody can sit here at these tables. You don't have to have bought something here. They've got a sign that tells you that. But you can see there's some chocolates in here, there's some baked goods, there's some gelatos, avocado toast. So, you know, like pretty decent for beach eats, I will say. We've got that cool car again right here. Okay, there's another little coffee shop right here, Bear Coast Coffee. Small coffee, gonna cost you $3.50. The liquor store is right here. The Pier Market, beer, wine, cold drinks, candy, snacks, the little kind of beach mini mart, chips, or anything you might have forgotten to go to the beach. Maybe you want to rent a surfboard or a boogie board. You can do that here. The boogie board's $10 for 2 hours. The surfboard's $20 for 2 hours. Pretty reasonable prices. There's a little pizza shop here, Cosentino's Pizza, which is always busy by the pier. We saw the little carts. There's also a lot of golf carts. The residents of San Clemente like to use their golf carts to get around because parking is a challenge and always a bit easier to park a golf cart. The parking in San Clemente can be a challenge in the summer. Around the pier in this area is all metered parking. It is $1.50 per hour, which is a pretty reasonable price. In addition to the street parking, you will find 2 large parking lots over here. Oh, and I hear a train, so I want you to see the train as it goes by. Let's run back here. You hear this train horn, but that's actually not the train. They blow what sounds like a train horn so that, you know, you hear the trains coming, but the train itself doesn't blow a horn to keep it quiet for the residents. And there we go. That's the Pacific Surfliner Amtrak. This one's not stopping. This one's going through up to Los Angeles Union Station from San Diego. Double-decker train for the best views. Sit on the second floor and definitely sit on the side that faces the ocean. It is a beautiful ride. All right, we're gonna head up to downtown now. It's about 4 or 5 blocks up this way, kind of through the residential neighborhood. If you wanna park for free, then park closer to the downtown. It's free parking once you get about 3-ish blocks away from the pier. I'm gonna go ahead and speed this way up so we can get to downtown quicker. All right, now that we're entering the downtown area, who's got this car here with the license plate that says yellow on it? Yes, yours truly. That's where I parked. If you're a regular viewer of the Yellow Productions channel, you will know the origin story of this channel. Why is it called Yellow Productions? Because I used to drive a yellow car. I used to drive a yellow Lexus IS300, and I could never remember my license plate, so I got those license plates, yellow with 2 W's. And then everybody started calling me Yellow. Yellow was like my nickname when we had our daughter, the Curious Princess, 5 years ago. I upgraded to a Dadmobile, something a little less sporty, something a little bit better for carrying the kiddos around, and the Lexus NX in orange with the yellow license plate transferred to it. If you see a yellow Lexus IS300 Sport Cross driving around San Diego, California, that's probably my dad, Electric Rick. He drives that car now as a 2002 Lexus, still going strong. All right, so on the left in downtown is the San Clemente Library, which if you're a visitor here, you're probably gonna be paying a visit to the library, but if you're local, you might check out some books. There's a FedEx office across the way in case you need to make some copies or ship some stuff. Maybe you got too many souvenirs and you need to ship those home. Real estate agent, you come here and you're like, I really wanna live here. Well, we got the Century 21 real estate agent here. These coastal houses in San Clemente, they're gonna be millions of dollars, $2 to $3 million probably for the houses that are roughly right where I'm walking around right now. You know, the closer to the coast, the more expensive. A few blocks away, definitely a bit cheaper. All right, here goes one of those free to ride trolleys. When I mentioned there were 3 lines in the summer, the red line, the main line, that one runs all year round. But the 3 lines that go further just go in the summer. The all year round one only operates on weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Continuing the Spanish theme, they've got these red cobblestone sidewalks too. Oh, if you like coffee, there's a coffee shop across the street called Blue Stone Lane. It's an Australian coffee shop, and I think has some of the best coffee here in San Clemente. Chris, you're not the coffee drinker. My wife, OC Girl, is the coffee drinker, and she really likes their coffee. Empanadas, we got the real empanada over there. If you want some Latin calzones, that's what I'll call them. We've got the Brussels Bistro food and bar. Sort of the middle day time right now, so some of these places don't open until later. But we get kind of this Belgian food right here, and your mussels. Belgian food is famous for their mussels. Downtown boutique. The item you saw today and want to think about will be sold later today to the person who saw it yesterday and thought about it last night. So go ahead and buy it right now. Now, related to Stuck in Time, I mean, this place is stuck in time. We got a vacuum shop, Nick's Vacuums. They sell and repair vacuums. How many vacuum stores do you see around the world? Well, if you need to get a vacuum or you need one repaired, now you know where to go. We've got Oliver's Olive Oil and Balsamic Tasting Company. That looks like a lot of olive oil in there. One of them has a sign on that says New Harvest. Some business coming soon. If you like French pastries, Champagne, cool French bakery across the way, right over there. Thai food, Mong Kot Thai. What are their specials? They got some vegetarian specials, some lunch specials for 13 bucks. Pretty good deal. We got some golf carts. I told you, a lot of golf carts around this town. Outdoor seating. This comes to us from COVID, when we had the COVID-19 pandemic. A lot of these restaurants were able to set up their tables outside, and San Clemente has let many of them keep them. So that's cool. This is Beachfire Restaurant with some nice outdoor seating. Villas El Ranchito Mexican restaurant. This one is always hopping for lunch and dinner if you're looking for some sit-down Mexican food. This street is Avenida Del Mar. This is the main street in downtown. And all the parking on this street is 2-hour parking. If you want to park for longer, then get off the street and go down that way. There's a Sugar Blossom Bake Shop. They used to have a location over there, and they have a new location up this way. Hobie Surf Shop, classic surf shop from Orange County. If you're looking for a surfboard, that's a good place to take a look. In this little old school, like really 1970s feeling strip mall, we've got the Surfers Outlet by Jack's Surfboards, where you have a lot of like, things that they couldn't sell at their main store, 50% off, a lot of stuff. Jack's Surfboards is the biggest surf shop in Orange County. Their main location is in Huntington Beach. This is their outpost out of the center of town where you get things cheaper. And once I'm done shooting this video, I'm actually gonna go in there and see if I can find myself any good deals. But everything here in San Clemente, in South Orange County, just a little bit cheaper than in Central Orange County, because it's just a little bit further out of the way. So prices are a little bit lower. We've got nice little yellow umbrella over here. Like a lot of these restaurants are just like quaint, relaxed, walking around here. A lot of families, a lot of strollers, not stressful. So if you've been looking, if you're coming to like Los Angeles and you're like, Chris, I don't know, I've been looking at Santa Monica, I've been looking at Venice Beach, they look pretty sketchy. If you don't want sketch, come down here to San Clemente. Overall, just pretty chill. And the hotels down here are a lot cheaper than you will pay at some of those more popular, more well-known beaches. Okay, I want to hop over to the other side of the street. We'll go ahead and cross this little crosswalk right here, because I want to show you this shoe store in relation to being stuck in time. And here, we'll look down the main street right there. That's the direction of the pier. We've got a beef jerky place. We've got saltwater hair. Make your hair look like salt water. This is a pretty good ice cream shop, South Swell Ice Cream. But this place, Sam's Shoes and Repair. Old school American shoe store with the big glass display cases. The display cases out here, and they sell shoes. They repair shoes. This place just smells like shoe leather as you stick your head in here. So they are, the shop's closed pretty early here, 10 to 6, general hours. If you're looking for some shopping that's open later, then you'll want to check out the San Clemente Outlet Mall that you can take that red trolley to, or you can drive to it. It's just a couple miles down away from here. This is a cool little laneway mall. We've got a more higher end shoe store. We've got like a taco shop. Sunny days are here again. I like these signs in front of these stores. This one says, "Sunny days, oh honey, your husband called and he said to buy whatever you want." That's nice of your husband. I'm glad. Okay, we've got a little restaurant and bar here. On the window it says beer. beer, 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 beer. Okay. Local, a lot of these things say local, local, local. Local's big nowadays. Unique clothes, hats, and more. New store, custom styles. Does running out of wine count as cardio? Cause you're running. Okay, there we go. This is called the BPC, clothing, hats, and accessories. What's BPC stand for? I have no idea. Cute but psycho. All right. Shall I get that for the Curious Princess? You put something like that on kids who can't read it yet, right? Yeah, I think so. Really popular deli right here, Billy's Deli and another popular Mexican restaurant, Sol Agave, in this cool shaded courtyard. Across the way, this is like one of the historic buildings here in San Clemente, Stanford Court. This like 3-story European style, like another great one to get your like Instagram picture in front of that building. Rocket Fizz. If you got kids and they like candy shops, then they will love this shop because it's a candy store. But it says it's more than just a candy store. So, yeah, but I mean, like, primarily that's what it is. Like, look at all that candy. Oh, they've got soda too. Wacky sodas right over here. This place is open late. They're open till 9. All right. Okay, so today is a good day to go shopping. Good. I'm glad I'll need to come do some shopping at that surf outlet. That's pretty much most of the shopping that I do. There's a cool mural back here. I'll do it this way so you don't get sick. Cool mural right back here of like USA surfing getting covered in the green room. It's like, or getting tunneled. Yeah. If you wonder, Chris, do you surf? I surf poorly. I grew up in San Diego, so just south of here. I did not surf until I was about 20 years old when I went to San Diego State University. So I went to college, and a lot of the people who went there, international students, I asked them why they came to San Diego State University. Was it, for the academics or the majors? And almost all of them said, no, Chris, I came here to surf. Because actually San Diego State University has surfing classes that you can take if you go there. So I took surfing classes, learned how to surf, and I'm definitely not anyone who's gonna get any of these competitions anytime soon. All right, this street here to the left, this is El Camino Real, also known as the Pacific Coast Highway, also known as the Route 1. This is the road that you could roughly take from the Mexican border all the way up through California that runs along the coast. It doesn't actually go through the Marine Corps Base Camp Pendleton, but this is kind of where the Orange County section of it picks up. Then a lot of restaurants and shops on this street as well, but I wanted to point out this place. This is Sugar Blossom Bake Shop and Cafe. There's the sign. If you're looking for some of the best baked goods in town, you will find them right here. In particular, their carrot cake is quite tasty. Oh, and I just remembered there was something I forgot to tell you. I said I would tell you the water temperature today and the air temperature. Air temperature here in July, it's about 78 degrees Fahrenheit today. The water temperature, 59 degrees Fahrenheit today. Really quite cold. That's why many of the surfers, when you were looking at that surfing picture, you might have seen them wearing wetsuits because the water can still be pretty cold in San Clemente, even in the summer. Well, all right, fellow explorers, if you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy some of my other Southern California beach tours. If you want to check out Huntington Beach, Surf City, USA, check out my tour of it right here. Or if you want to see my video of the Santa Monica Pier, probably the most famous beach in Southern California, check out this video right over here. As usual, I won't say goodbye because I'll see you in one of those videos.